All right, guys, we're about to get started. The first thing that we're going to do is we have to prompt ChatGPT, and a lot of people don't really know how to do this, and that's why a lot of people kind of don't use it a lot. They think it's just like a toy, but unless you know how to prompt it or tell it what to do, then it won't know what to do. Remember, it's a machine, but it's a very, very powerful machine. So this is the framework of how you do all your prompts. First, you're going to give it a task. Okay, this is a 6-step process. I believe it's 6 steps. Yeah, 6 steps. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-step, 5-step process. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to give it a task. Then you have to give it a task, meaning today we're going to be creating a podcast. Okay, or a podcast business. That's what we're doing today. Next, you're going to give it context. You're going to tell it a little bit about yourself, what you're trying to accomplish, so on and so forth. Thirdly, we're going to give it a persona. We're going to tell it a little bit of how we want the podcast to be, who is going to be our guests, so on and so forth. Fourth, we are going to give it an example of how we want the podcast to be. How we're going to give it an example of how we want ChatGPT to give us the information. Okay. After that, we're going to give it the tone, how you want them to speak to you, and then we're off to the races. So I'm going to start with that. I'm going to show you how that's done. All right. So the first thing we have is tone. So today I'm creating a podcast called Black in Tech. All right. Probably do my first episode in a couple of weeks. Today we are going to be creating a plan for my podcast, Black in Tech. Okay. Second thing we're going to do is context. Tell it who you are. I said I am an entrepreneur who recently launched his own tech startup, Wally.ai. Check that out if you guys have a chance. And is eager to learn from other people in tech. So I gave it exactly what my podcast is going to be about. I'll be interviewing other people in tech, and I'll be learning from them. Okay. Next, you're going to give it a persona. All right. So her persona today is I want you to act as a little typo there. Act as a business consultant that helps entrepreneurs. Let me go ahead and copy paste that. All right. So next we say, I want you to act as a consultant who helps entrepreneurs. All right. Now we have to say the format. All right. I said I'd like it to give it to me in steps. I like steps. Step one, step two, things that I could easily just do. You give me anything, I could pretty much just execute. All right. B. And the tone. All right. For some reason, I think when you tell ChatGPT to talk like Drake, it's the funniest thing ever. You'll see right now. I said, create logo. Okay, yeah. Talk like Drake and make the information simple to understand. Boom. All right. Let's go. Creating a successful podcast, finding a podcast audience, purpose, clearly define the mission of Black in Tech is to inspire, educate, provide network opportunities, success stories, or all three. All right. Create compelling logo branding, invest in quality equipment, plan your content, develop strong online presence, networking collaboration, marketing and promotion, monetization strategies, consistency and quality, feedback and adaptation. All right, perfect. So now that you have this, right? So ChatGPT just wrote out an entire plan. It's kind of a short plan, but what I do is I copy it. Boom. All right. And that wasn't like Drake. I don't know what she was doing. Hold on, I need another document here. Oh, you know what? All right, I'll do that. All right, so now I want to expand on this information. I want to ChatGPT to give me a lot more information about this, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the first part. It says define your purpose and audience. Purpose, clearly define the mission of Black in Tech to inspire, educate, provide networking opportunities. That's pretty much it, yeah? So I'm going to put that in my business plan, the purpose of my podcast. Give me a second. Yeah, and I take all this information and I put it in Google Docs or Google Sheets or whatever, just so I have it. And once we're done, I should be good to go. But it, let's see here. All right. Okay, there we go. All right. Docs. All right. Hmm. All right, we're going to start by defining your purpose for the podcast. Audience, who are you targeting? Aspiring entrepreneurs, tech professionals, students, understanding. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, I mean, I don't have to do anything there. So I'm just going to copy that, add it to my plan for my podcast here. I've been watching this podcast called, I forgot what it's called, but it's pretty much kind of the same concept that I have. It's just Black man just growing, you know? All right. Next, create a compelling logo or branding. All right. Now we're going to prompt ChatGPT. We have to tell it, now we are going to work on bullet point number 2. Number 2, create compelling logo and branding. All right. So first, create a, try to think, what do I want the logo to look like? Create a visually stunning, don't want stunning, visually stunning, but simple logo, incorporating keeping in, what is wrong, man? There we go. In mind the theme of the pod is bit, as in ones and zeros used in tech or computer programming. She'll understand. I think ChatGPT is definitely a she. All right, logo. Your logo should be sleek, modern, and resonate with the community. It should incorporate elements of digital icons or imagery related to technology, entrepreneurship, so on and so forth. I'm going to take your advice. Let's do that too. So ChatGPT uses an app called Dolly AI, that creates logos or creates whatever you want. You just tell it, create a butterfly riding a unicorn, and it'll create it for you, used in tech. And, well, all right, so branding, this including color schemes, typography, and overall aesthetics that will be consistent across the website, social media. I like black and white. No, let's do black and green, because bits are, like when you think like a matrix. Let's just see what it comes up with there. Create the logo. Go. Then we will move on to 3. See what it gives us. Show me. See what it got. Creating image. Prompting is everything, guys. You have to learn how to do this. Usually, maybe sometimes it gives me the right logo right away, but let's see. If not, we say regenerate. I don't see the blacks in tech there. I see a T. I'll say recreate. I think I think I know what she did there. Recreate it with the acronyms. I want it to be like BIT, bit, but incorporated, kind of like what she has there. Maybe. I don't really like those colors, but I'm save it anyway. All right, let me get a new folder. What do you guys think about that one? Not really a fan of it, though, to be honest with you. All right, there we go. All right. Want to highlight HI the BIT. Sometimes you could even give it examples of certain logos that you may have, or have an idea. Like if you wanted your logo to look like Google's, you could put in Google's logo right there, and say, "Hey, create me something like this for my company." That might work. I like how she did like the little Afrocentric look. I like that, but change the colors. I like blue. Change. Whatever. Uh, maybe. Maybe. I'm going to save it. It's possibly an option. Do another regenerate. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-uh. She's getting there. She's getting there. Oh, I see. She did. I want to keyboard's moving super slow. Be able. I think probably need some batteries or charging. Can't do this. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Thought I lost it there. All right. Black in tech. Tech boy. Ah. Oh, fuck. Ah. Ah. Shit. Let's see. Ugh. No, I was just thinking, because I know a lot of people want to create podcasts. I should have given it a budget. I want to create a podcast for under $100. I think that would have been cool. Let's see. Hopefully this thing works better. Well, there we go. Recreate the logo. That's not better. Ah. Hmm. Jesus Christ. Mm. This one's worse. Right. Okay. I don't really like the way ChatGPT is doing it. I think she's concentrating on the black, like me being black. So I'm gonna give her another. Recreate it. Focus less on being African American and more of it being for tech. Jesus Christ. She's really on that, hey, kumbaya shit, huh? No. Come on. Come on. You can do it. I can't see the BIT. Can you see the BIT in this? I can't see the BIT in this. All right. Make it never takes as long. Black and white and non visually. I think I gave her too much information. Visually stunning. I'm looking for simplicity, something you could see on Instagram, and just say, hey, that says BIT, Black and Tech, below it. And I think I would like to add a microphone. I should have said that. Boy. See where she's going. No. Whenever you don't like something, it helps her if you put like the submit feedback. I just don't like it. No. Well, let's try it again. She's probably headed in the right direction. Microphone. And AI. Whatever she creates, I'm gonna, unless it's just outstanding. I'm going to say microphone and AI concepts. That's kind of cool, actually. Whenever she's not getting it right, she'll just start spitting out two at a time. So that's good. I think I'll save this one. Hmm. Written. So now it's doing two at the same time. Probably going to get four. This has to be one of them. There we go. Oh, I spelled black wrong. Spelled black wrong. Let's see here. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. All right. Now we could possibly, what's she creating up here? Person boo. Well, it might be too. I have too many windows open. One thing I notice about ChatGPT that you should keep in mind is that during the day, during like when everybody's using ChatGPT, it kind of just moves slowly. I like working at night, and it's way better. Black and Tech Podcast was goody. I'm in the chair. Because when you called me, I was like, "You're right. Fucking who gets married twice? Fuck this shit. I'm not going." It's Ron's fault. It's Ron's fault. It's Ron. Ron, it is your fault. No, no, I'm fuck. I'm fuck. No, 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 no. I'm at home. No, yeah. I was gonna tell you. No, no, I'm working. No, well, I'm working. Yeah, man. Creating a couple things here. I don't know what's going on with this thing, but yeah, I'm recording a video, so I'm gonna have to hit you back, brother. Oh yeah, bro. JavaScript, CS. You know what I'm saying? Python. Your boy. Talk to me. But I might start OnlyFans. Just talk dirty all day. All right, cool. Black in Tekaroo, don't you know? Mm-mm-mm. Hmm. Uh-oh. All right, guys, I'm filming my first YouTube video. All right. And asked ChatGPT to give me some logos. So first it gave me this, Black and Tech Podcast. Don't like that one. You can't see the I and the T. Let's see here. Boom. Let's see what else she gave me. She just thinks I'm black. Like, yo, back to Africa black. These were a little bit better, Black and Tech Podcast. But I want something simple, something that could go on a t-shirt. That's a little bit simpler. This is pretty good. I like this. I could probably mess with that. And then I told her to incorporate a microphone. She did, but she spelled black wrong. And I don't know what the fuck that is. As ChatGPT. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to tell her I like this one. This one a lot. Stay along those lines and recreate. Ugh. Houston, we have a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. I believe this is it. Spelled correctly. Has tech, but it looks like butt. Doesn't look like an I. But, well, it says black right here. So, unless you're a real fucking perv, I think we have a keeper. Black and Tech podcast. I think Black and Tech has fucking winner. All right. Perfect. All right. The next thing was bullet point number 3. Invest in quality equipment. Microphone clear, crisp, and crucial. Recording software. So this is bullet point number 3. Let me just give it to you right here. All right. I'm going to put in what she put. 3, invest in quality equipment. Microphone and clear, crisp sound is crucial. Concise mics like Shure, Okay, USB. I already have all of those. So headphones, good headphones. Recording software, Adobe Audition, GarageBand, or Audacity are popular choices. Adobe Audition. I think I don't have GarageBand is for Macs, I believe. So which one am I gonna download? All right, I have all of this stuff here. I'm gonna say which of these is the best and easiest to use. Or newbies. For podcast newbies, there's a choice between Adobe, Audition, GarageBand, GarageBand. Best for absolute beginners and Mac users. Can't do that. I don't run on Mac, as you can see. Well, you guys can't see my computer. Audacity, best for beginners. Very user-friendly with intuitive interface. Price, free for macOS and iOS users. Limitations only available on app. Oh, no, sorry. I was reading the wrong one. Audacity. Price, free and open source. Features, robust editing tools. Support, Limitations, interface is not as modern and intuitive as others. I think it's going to be Adobe. Price, part of the Adobe Creative subscription. Might be overkill. All right, so I think it's 2. Audacity. Now I'm going to tell her I want to download it. Give me the link to the second one. There we go. Windows. I have a Windows, so we're going to download it here. Recommended 64-bit. It didn't even make me sign in. That's pretty cool. English, yes. Next. That's fine. Next. Next. Install. All right, so now we're installing. So we got our software. Okay. And there we have it. This is where we'll be editing our podcast. More than likely, you'll be using AI to do a lot of the editing and stuff like that. And I'll look up on YouTube how to use this as well. So, all right, cool. We got software. What's next? Bullet point number 4. On the Black in Tech podcast, plan your content. Let's see here. Now, let's move on to number 4. Episode format, we have interviews, solo episodes, or mix. Decide on the length and structure of each episode. Content, calendar content, plan your episode in advance. This includes potential interviews, topics, and consistent public publishing. Let me just put it down here so you guys could see. I would like to start with 1 month of solo content, creating, say, one video per day on YouTube. Monday through Friday. Give me some ideas that my audience would find intriguing, entertaining, and educational. No, in the tech or AI space. Mix. So we're doing a month. I'm going to do Friday, that's 5. All right. So we need 25. Give me a list of 25 solo shows. Okay. Now, mine is like my company is basically it's a startup based on AI, using AI in trading. But I don't know. I don't really want to know. I'm not interested in VR, virtual reality, so I got to give it another prompt here. Make them more geared towards tech startups and the process from beginning to the beginning. I would say seed round funding to Series A, then Series B, then let's see, Series A, Series B, Then let's say going public. Going public. Okay. Okay, I like this. This I could do. This I could do. Post IPO live. I'll just go on YouTube, type in starting a tech startup. So 1 week I'll study this because I'm doing it anyway. I'll study this. You know what? I have another idea. Since I'm going through this process, I might as well just create content around what I'm already doing. So since I'm going to be on the internet, I don't want something that's not going to help me, right? So I'm going to say, scratch that. That I am in my seed round phase for my startup. Make it more about my journey from here and journey from here so my audience can follow my journey each step of the way. Uh, Seed round, journey begins. Introducing startup, funding goals, developing a strong pitch. That's where I'm at right now, actually. Valuation basics, choosing the right investors, networking for success, feedback and iteration, building a strong team. This I like. All right. So we have our first 25 episodes. Nice little copy. Add that in my little plan here. So far we have the logo. We have our 25 episodes when we're filming Monday through Friday, which is great. All right, what's next? All right, let's move on to step 5. What is step 5? So for step 5, develop a strong online presence, website, create a professional website for your podcast, include episode summaries, information about you and the startup, contact details. Social media, leverage platforms like LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram to promote promotion and networking. Okay. Website. Okay. I have a website. Include episode summaries, information about your startup, and contact details. Okay. So I'm mainly going to be concentrating on the social media aspect of it, like LinkedIn, Twitter, everywhere. All right. Okay. I will mainly be concentrating on social media. media. Give media. Give me a concise plan of what I should be doing on each platform to make sure the BIT podcast stays relevant. Give it to me. Well, no, she said build a strong online presence. Okay. So bring a strong online presence, website, create professional website, social media, leverage platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram promotion. Okay. She's moving towards basically marketing. Podcast stays relevant. Give it to me from most important platforms to least. Okay. Content engagement networking. Twitter, content and interaction. Instagram, visual storytelling and branding. Hashtags. Facebook. Surprised it hasn't said YouTube yet. Okay. Content. TikTok, engagement platform for creative content. They put TikTok at number 6. All right, so let's review. So they said LinkedIn content, share episode summaries behind the scenes, entrepreneurial journey, regular interact with the comments, join relevant groups. Okay. Networking, use it to outreach. All right, now we have Twitter, key for real-time engagement and updates, content, post quick updates, links, da 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 da. Instagram, content. All right, perfect. Prioritize platforms that have your target audience, which is most active. Taylor, okay. All right, so we have that plan. I'll tailor that plan in a bit. Give me apps and software that will all right, so we have our marketing now. You know, I say give me software because it's really just only me. And for me to go post on LinkedIn and post on Twitter, I'm sure there's some type of AI that could do all of this for me. Here we go. To efficiently manage your online presence across various social media platforms, you can use a combination of apps and software designed for content creation, scheduling, and analytics. Here are some of my recommendations: Canva, Adobe, later particularly, da 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 da. Okay. Give me the links for all of those. So as you see, it's a process, you know. So you just take it through, just basically just go step by step, everything it tells you to do. And there's nothing you could pretty much tell ChatGPT that it won't do for you. I think we live in an age where, I mean, the world's just on easy mode. This used to take a long time. Like I could tell it to build a website for me. You know, I could tell it to write out a marketing plan for me, which I'm pretty sure is down there somewhere. Um, and then, you know, it'll do it. It's amazing. So now it's going to every website, getting the link, and then it's going to send it to me. I'm going to copy paste it into my plan so that I have it. I know what I'm going to be doing. I have my branding, I have everything. Tube Buddy. Beautiful. It only gave me 4, but there's 10. Okay. I guess these are the top. I have Hootsuite. I have, okay, Adobe Smart. Okay. TweetDeck. Good. I think those automate your posts. So that's good. So let me go over here and save it. For the remaining, like Google Analytics, TubeBuddy, MailChimp, Sprout, I wasn't able to provide the links. That's fine. I'll get it later. All right. Number 6, network collaborations and collaborations. I believe we have 2 or 3 more to go. I think she gave me 7. Oh, no. All right. Let's move on to the next one. What was it? I accidentally deleted it. I don't feel like scrolling all the way up. Step 6, networking and collaboration. This step involves reaching out to other entrepreneurs, tech experts, and influencers in the tech space to enrich your podcast with diverse perspectives. It's also, okay, let's see. Give me the top, I would say 15 people with podcasts or influencers and networking events, networking opportunities in Miami, because I'm in Miami, Florida. Let's see. Miami Tech Pod, okay. Never heard of them, but ChatGPT has, so that's pretty cool. I believe my mic's dying. All right, I found some influencers. Figures in Miami Tech who are valuable in network. Cesar Fernandez, a government affairs and communications consultant for tech companies. Maria, VP of Platform and Community. Will, serial entrepreneur, CEO, co-founder of On-Chain Studios, an investor. Brian Breslin, founder of Refresh Miami director, and Launchpad. Okay. Engaging with these individuals could provide valuable insights and opportunities. Okay. I will reach out to these people. Next, what we got? Should I need more? Give me more based on social media following, and I've never asked her to do this before. Let's see if she does it. Following and YouTube views. If she does this, that'd be crazy. Because that means she goes to some influencer's Instagram and looks at the number and says, okay, this person has 50,000, this person has 100,000, and puts them in there. If she does this, it's a little sketch. It's a little sketch. Visiting influence.co. Okay. Wow. They did it. Jonathan Privet, followers, focus on e-commerce, social media, and technology. Johnny Privet, 528,000. This is very sketchy, ChatGPT. How did you get this information? How did you get this information? But it gives me the links right here. Okay, it's from this website. Find 27 top influential. Okay, yeah, not that sketchy. These ones cover a wide range of topics from technology, digital marketing, valuable contacts for networking, collaboration, and Miami Tech. Okay, here we go. Actually, I'm going to ask them to slim it down. Slim it down to people in the startup and funding, not the tech startups and funding. Yeah, let's go. Matthew Reekin, you got to get your followers up there, my buddy. 5.5K. Okay. I'm going to say that. Hope you don't see this. Searching top tech startup funding influencers, Miami, Florida. Currently, I've been doing this for an hour and 10 minutes. So, I mean, nothing that comes easy, takes, 10 minutes. It's not a 10-minute type of thing. I'm just trying to start a really big podcast here. It takes time. But just think 5 years ago, what you'd have to do to get all this information. You have to get online, look everybody up on your own. I just sit here in your comfy chair. This thing is comfortable as hell, by the way. All right. Based on your criteria, focusing on tech startups and funding in my forum, here are some top tech startups that could provide valuable networking opportunities. Now we're talking. So it gave me the links to their websites. MoonPay aims to unlock digital ownership. So these are people that I would like to have on my podcast when I do start having guests. All right. I like that. Okay. I'm going to say, I like that. She likes it when I give her compliments. Sorry, move the mouse. I like that. list like that. Will reach out. Have guests. I need you to one, get a point of contact. 2, write a friendly email script about of what BIT is about, and 3, email script with 3 and 3 about and warm invitation to my podcast and 3, give me enough questions for each guest for a 30-minute. It's going to be really long. Let's do a 20-minute virtual interview via Zoom. Make the questions informative to my audience and entertaining at the same time. Well, all right. Now we're going to get our questions for our guests, and here we go. So first, we're going to send them an email. Okay, she's going to get us a contact, get an email, invitation to share your insights on the Black in Tech podcast. Their guest name. I hope this message finds you well. My name is Travis Brown, the host of Black in Tech podcast, a platform dedicated to sharing insights, experiences, and stories from the world of technology, with a particular focus in startup ecosystem. Your work at blah, blah, blah has caught attention, in particular in innovative approach to mention specific achievement. Nice. We believe your insights will greatly benefit our audience, blah, 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 blah. Please let us know. Boom. Interview questions. Can you tell us about your journey into the tech industry? What inspired you? Boom. What were the biggest challenges you faced? Boom. How do you stay ahead? Like that. What advice do you have for aspiring people in tech? I like that. Can you share an experience? Nice. I like that. How do you foster innovation and creativity within your team? Love that. What role do you think technology can play in addressing societal challenges? Nice. Can you walk us through a day in the life as a leader at a tech startup? What's the vision for your company? Lastly, for our listeners who are curious, what about tech startup world? What resources or advice can you share to help them get started? This is good. This is good. This is good. This is very good. All right, now I got my questions. I'll come up with some of my own, and usually, interview questions like this, the conversation just gets flowing, so it'll happen on its own. This is just a starter. So let me put this over here. So, yeah. All right. Let's move on. I think we're on 6, so let's go to 7. 2, the next step. Okay. The next step in your podcast development plan. Step 7, making marketing and promotion. It's perfect. Give me a 5-step plan to execute each one. Let's see, y'all. Wow. Is this amazing? Am I like easy mode? World's on easy mode. Create a press kit, develop a compelling press kit with your podcast summary, achievements, relevant media outlets, pitch the story, leverage social proof. Nice. All right. So we got that. Boom. Add it right here to my little plan. And what I'll do next after this is all of this doesn't have to be done in a week, right? So I'll start with like just learning the basics, getting my equipment together, practicing, doing it on my own. Then I'll go out and reach out to guests, start having guests. Then I'll start doing, the public relations and all this stuff. And let's see. Next step, next step. Thing, merchandise, create and sell branded merchandise, affiliate marketing. So, oh, sorry, yes. The next step is monetization strategies. Sponsorships. Partner with tech companies or startups that align with your audience interests. Merchandise. Create and sell branded merchandise. Not into that. Subscription model. Offer exclusive content, ad free, affiliate marketing, promote crowdfunding and patronage. Don't really have time for this. Would you like detailed step by step? Sure. Yes. My thing is I really just want to provide information because I created this podcast because I got a lot of information from podcasts, right? So for my startup, for me to garner attention to myself, you know, um, I kind of have to just put myself out there. And a podcast is one of the things that actually Chat GPT said that I should do for my startup, kind of get involved in the space. So if I execute this plan, all right, I'm going to know every Tom, Dick, and Harry in VC, funding, everything. You know what I mean? So this will get me in the room. And then in the room gets me to the funding. Hey, you seen that guy on Black in Like in Tech Podcast, Bit Podcast. You seen that guy? Oh, he has a good idea. We should give him $1 million. It's the plan. That is the plan. All right, let's go. So I'm not in it for the money, but money's not a bad thing. Let's see. But I'm not gonna go above and beyond for sponsorships, you know? That's why I'd like to do it from right here. It costs me nothing to be right here. Now, if guests want to get paid now, and I don't know how much that costs, that could be an expense that I'm taking away from my project, you know? So we shall see. So perfect. We got everything. All right. Now at the end of the video, we'll walk through everything. So don't think you know, I'm going too fast or whatever. And I think that was it. Yeah. I'm gonna just ask, was that the last step? Okay. So the last step, we have 5 things to do. Gather listener feedback, regularly solicit feedback from your audience, review analytics, of course, adapt content based on feedback and analytics, adapt the content to that, continuous improvement, stay updated, remain informed about new trends in podcasting. All right, now you see that it's asking me now because I asked earlier, give me this in steps. So give me steps and then give me those steps in steps. Now it's just asking me right away because we're having a conversation. It's kind of learning me. It's machine learning. That's what I love about ChatGPT. All right, so this step ensures I'm going to say yes. I think that should be it. Gather listener feedback, survey, social media interactions, comment section, review analytics, listen to metrics, geographic, adapt content, regular reviews, stay educated, stay updated, industry trends, network, and collaborate. Yeah, I like that. Thanks. That is it, but I'm going to ask her one more thing. Thanks. What are some common mistakes you make? Okay. Inconsistent posting, poor audio quality, overlooking target audience, ignoring promotion, unrealistic expectations. Okay. This is just for me, for my notes, so I know to avoid those speed bumps. So we got to be consistent. That's good. So we got to have a schedule. Just sipping, improve the. Okay. Let's talk finances for a second. How much will this, on average, cost me monthly? monthly to operate if I'm interviewing virtually and have all my equipment and software at no cost. That's the money question right there. If you're building a business, you got to have the financials, and a podcast is pretty much a business. Podcasting, $10 to $50 per month. Website hosting, around $10 to $30 per month. Okay. $70 to $280 per month. There we have it. All right. All right, guys, that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and do a breakdown now of everything that we just went over.